Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Carla. If you're new here, I'm an eBay reseller in the southwest of England, and I attempt to organise my life by the use of my bullet journal, which serves as a to-do list, a diary, and also as an outlet for some creativity and for some calming relaxation time when I'm setting up my pages. Every month I put out a new video which shows how the previous month, not the current month that we're currently in, but the previous month, how that worked for me and how I've set up the next month coming up. So we're currently in January. You won't see January pages in this video. You will see how December worked and how February looks. There are several videos that I've done in this series if you'd like to go back through my catalogue and find them. I wish I could work out how to put links into videos, but I'm not quite that clever just yet. But if you'd like to go back and have a look at them, please do. With the rider that I am extremely amateur at this. There are some incredibly talented bullet journalists out there. If you want to see people who really know what they're doing, go and look at someone like Amanda Rach Lee or Lucy Jane Wood or Jenny Journals. Stick bullet journal into the YouTube search and prepare to fall down the rabbit hole. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at how December panned out. So this was my December cover page. December 'tis the season. I drew my little pudding there, which you'll remember I managed to I was rubbing something off on it and it went wrong. Anyway, it is what it is. December was my last month of doing a monthly spread in the openings because I just don't use it. As you can see, I didn't write hardly anything into it. It's completely wasted. Just doesn't need to be there. So I've decided to drop that. I've been threatening to drop that for a couple of months now. I've decided that that's definitely what I'm going to do. I did a Christmas gift list. Just to remind me of what I'd already bought for people, because when you start buying quite early and pop stuff away, it's easy to forget what you've bought and how much you've spent, and you know, you don't want to buy the same person 6 or 7 books by mistake or whatever. So this worked quite well for me. You'll see what this paperclip is in a second. So I wrote down who I needed to buy for and then just made a list of what I'd bought them. Excuse me, I've got a horrible cold. My weight loss tracker you've seen before. I actually have been using this. I had got as far as a £5 weight loss, and then Christmas came along, and now I think I weigh £4 more than I did when I began. But we'll crack on with it. Not giving up. But that's what that paperclip's in there, so that when I want to flip back to that, it's easy to get to. This was my December mood tracker. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I drew it in the style of a Christmas decoration, kind of a hanging stained glass Christmas decoration, and what we can see is that December I was generally quite happy, but then you would be, wouldn't you, if you went on a cruise for most of it. I had nothing to complain about apart from being tired. So there are a few, the blue bits are tired, the yellow bits are happy, the pink bits are excited. There's very little angry or sad in there. There's a little bit there, but very little. December overall was a really positive, upbeat month, so I'm grateful for that. That was lovely. And then my December habit tracker. The green stripes down the middle here. This is the bit where I was away, and so some of these habits you wouldn't necessarily expect to be able to keep up with while you're away on a holiday. So, for example, the 15-minute cleaning burst, which I'm terrible at anyway, doesn't mean I don't keep my house clean at all, but I'm supposed to set a timer and go and do 15 minutes, and I don't do it. It's something I keep telling myself I want to get into the habit of. £50 sales days, I track those. Again, they're not within my control, but I had quite a few of those in December. There's a very slow period here, but then there would be because my shop was on a 10-day dispatch and I was on holiday mode. And then, of course, it was Christmas, so I did expect sales to slump a lot there. And I think that's the same for everyone. I think very few people will tell you they had more sales over Christmas than ever before. 15 minutes walking, although I did actually manage that on 3 of the port days while I was on cruise. There's very little 15 minutes walk in there. 10 drafts, shocking. Look at the state of that for December. Did not pull finger out. On Slimming World plan, not one day. Oh, one day there, look. One day on the 31st. No spend, just the one. Daily savings I'm pretty good at, although I didn't do those while I was away. I literally have a number of small pots which I put £1 into for this and £1 into for that, and they're sinking funds for various things. Car repairs, Christmas, holidays, payments for things, you know, things like that. Tidy my bedroom, big fail on that in December. I'm supposed to tidy my bedroom before I get into bed at night so that I don't wake up to a mess. Massive fail. And this is my little personal private one, which I don't tell you guys about, but I did pretty good with it in December. I was fairly fairly good at that one. Quite pleased with that. My weekly spreads panned out quite well as usual. I really like this layout, so I've used this one again somewhere else. On a Wednesday, I track my Instagram numbers, my Instagram subscriber number. And so, as you can see, I just use it as a to-do list. But while I was away, I had no need of a to-do list, and so I decided I don't keep a diary as a journal of my life. But I decided that while I was away, I would write a little holiday diary. So every night I sat down and just wrote what we'd done that day. And yeah, I was quite pleased with that because it's a nice little record of our cruise and what we got up to. On the La Palma day, we went dolphin spotting. Total number of dolphins spotted, 0. Total number of whales watched, 0. Number of headaches, 1. Number of times I thought I might spew, 97. Always track my monthly earnings, and I cover that up because that's none of your business, basically. Again, we carried on through our cruise, so some more cruise journaling there. Like can you see the writing got a bit messy down here? I'm not sure what happened there. And then we were straight back in with a to-do list on the Saturday. And then, of course, the following week it was Christmas, so there's not so much in that week because I did have some downtime. I went off to Nottingham for my works due with the Tat Chat crew. Oh, that rhymes. There you go, next one for you. So that was a bit of silver washi tape around that one as well to fancy it up. My gratitude page for December, I filled that in religiously every night. I like to have a gratitude page every month, and that reminds me that every day, no matter how shit you feel, there's something that you can be grateful for that day. In November, there's a day where it just says, I'm still alive. So yeah, this is 31st. I was very poorly on the 31st of December. So the thing I was grateful for was my comfy chair. Comfy chair for sick me. There is always something that you can find to be grateful for. My December listings challenge was very small compared to most months when I have 10 to 20 a day. I only had 50 listings challenge for December all told, and I did hit that, so I was quite pleased with that. And my little quote page, my bookshelf, which you've seen before, filling up much slower in December. I didn't read as much on cruise as I thought I would. I did read a couple of books while I was away. I think I read those 3 while I was away. And I didn't read as much as I thought I would. I haven't read very much since I got back. I think Christmas television viewing has got in the way and being given DVDs for Christmas and things like that. So I'm going to get back into reading. I'm going to keep on filling up my bookshelf pages. And then my December highlights page, I just drew the 5 baubles and filled them in when something happened that I thought was noteworthy. So I've got Lex came to stay. We went on our cruise. The YouTube reseller Secret Santa was a success, which was I was really pleased that went so well. Everybody sent their gifts, everybody received their gifts. It all happened within the time scale that it was meant to. That went really well, so I was pleased with that. Christmas went without a hitch. It was a stressful Christmas for me because of coming back from cruise just before. We came back on the 21st, so I had a lot to do. My parents were coming they haven't come to me for Christmas dinner in 20 years, so it was a stressful Christmas for me, but it went without a hitch. And then we had our fantastic works due in Nottingham, so that went into my highlights as well. And that's it for 2018. Bye bye 2018. Hello 2019. You've seen this in the last video, so it won't go that. January we're currently in, so you won't see those until next month. And this is what February looks like. I'm going to insert the time-lapse now of the February pages. Sorry for the pause, I've lost my brain. My brain suddenly went blurp. So yeah, I'll insert the footage here of the February pages, and then we'll come back and have a look at how they look on how the finished article looks. Oh dear, oh dear. So here they are. My gratitude log. As you can see, it's Doctor Who themed for February. I love Doctor Who. So my gratitude log is 11th Doctor themed. It's the same pattern that I did, I think for October I did this one, and I used cupcakes. So these are fezzes. Fezzes is the plural of fez? Fezzes? It is. Look, I wear a fez now. Fezzes are cool. The 11th Doctor said that and I believe him. So there's my gratitude. Of course, the nice thing about February being only 28 days is you can fit a bit more on the page. My February listings challenge is much the same as they've been before. 28 days down there, 1 to 20 across the top. These are all the various Dr. Sonic screwdrivers. I am not an artist. Please remember this. I am not an artist. This one just looks like a kind of angry face with a weird hat. I'm quite pleased with my mood tracker. What I will do, I haven't put the numbers in, I've just realised, but across the top I will number them 1 to 28. And then the length of this string of... I don't know whether it's going to be stars or dots or something, but the length of this would denote the length of my mood. So the shorter, the worse my mood, the longer, the happier I was. So these are only pencil lines at the moment, and I'll go over those in, possibly in the gold. Possibly. I don't think I've quite made my mind up, but I am happy with how it looks. I might do a little star on the end of each string, so maybe do a short string with a star on the end. Who knows? Very undecided about that. My habit tracker, take my medication, no spend days, do my savings. This is my personal private one, which I don't tell you about. Tidy my room, be on the Slimming World plan, 10 drafts and £50 sales. Did I drop anything from last month? I feel like I dropped a couple. I dropped the 15 minutes cleaning because plainly I'm not flaming doing it, and I dropped the 15 minutes walk because plainly I'm not doing that either. So these are the ones we're going to track for February. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. At the end of the day, a bullet journal can be whatever you want it to be. I had the idea that it would help me to do things that I don't want to do, but perhaps I'm just too stubborn and nothing will help me do things I don't want to do. Who knows? Quote page, do what I do, hold tight and pretend it's a plan. That's the 11th Doctor. And then into my diary pages. You will remember I didn't do a monthly page. I didn't do a monthly spread page because I don't use it. So that's why we've gone straight into diary pages quite so quickly. Week 1 is only a 3-day week. I like to end each week on the Sunday and start fresh on the Monday. So when a month starts halfway through a week, then I just do the tail end, so to speak. So there's my week 1. Week 2, Dalek themed with the screws, you know, holding the pages on or whatever, so to look a bit more robotic, I hope. I printed this. I looked at drawing a Dalek. I tried to draw a Dalek. My brain went, no, not drawing a Dalek. Printed that out. Don't care. I did draw this. This was a copied. I said don't draw. I didn't draw it in my head. I copied it off the internet. But I was quite pleased with the way that came out. For some reason I could draw a Sideman, but I couldn't face doing a Dalek. So there's my little quote from Age of Steel. Excuse me. I did my duty for Queen and Country. That's Yvonne, who gets turned into a Dalek in Age of Steel. And this is the first time I've laid out a page like this as well, without the actual structured shapes for each day. So it'd be interesting to see how that works. And you may notice that there's very little space for a Thursday. On a Thursday, I take my parents shopping. I don't do much else, so I don't need such a big to-do list on a Thursday. So hopefully I'll get by with just having that tiny space there. We'll find out, won't we? Back to a standard grid layout for the following week. This is week 4. I went with the gold pen on this one. And this is some lovely washi tape that was one of my Christmas presents. I wish I could tell you from who, but I was given some lovely stuff. So I had some beautiful friend mail from various people, and there was quite a lot of washi tapes in various ones, and I don't know which one came from who. So if you sent me this, thank you very much. I love it. And then week 5, again, is just the tail end of the few days. And then this is my savings page, which is the Doctor Who logo, a bit shaky on that side. I drew this, I think, on the ship. And I will fill that in each time I save a £5. So the savings was cruise spending money savings. Now I think it's kept paying for another cruise savings. I think that's what we're going to save for next. Excuse my hoarse voice, by the way. I've had a real stinker of a cold. I'm going to do another film page here because I filled in my movies page right to the way back at the beginning of the book. I say filled it in, but actually I still need to. I've overloaded it, so where I've watched some others, I've just started writing them on in pencil because I need to do another film page. So I'm going to sort that out, and then I will probably end February with another quote page, because because I think I'm going to have a double page spread for the films and February on a quote page, and that will be the start of March. So that's it. That's how December went and how February looks in my bullet journal. Thank you for watching this. I appreciate you taking the time to come and watch my channel. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see your comments below. I always read all your comments. I don't always get a chance to reply to all of them. Sometimes they don't seem to need a reply, but I always click the I have loved your comment button so that you know that I have bothered to look, so that you know that you're not just talking to thin air. I appreciate your comments and I enjoy reading them. And I appreciate you all watching my channel. Thank you for tuning in. And there'll be another bullet journal next month, and I'm sure I'll be back with other stuff before then. Cheers now. Bye-bye.